Ilhan is allegedly married to her brother, right? But it says that Ilyan's husband, $30 million firm, scrubs names from website amid scrutiny over rep's sudden wealth and Minnesota welfare fraud. So yeah, let a come on over here and start to make millions of millions. Child, she don't even look like she's 45 years old. So that's a very short amount of time between her getting here, who when she was probably an adult, and she's more of an adult for however long that she's been here. So let's say that that's less than 20 years. And she came over here, and not only did she get up into the government as an elected official, she then turned around and her husband was able to create this $1 billion, million dollar company. And y'all can't even make six fucking figures, child. What's the problem? So white supremacy don't affect them? So white supremacy don't affect them? Oh, okay. Because the white people are like, yeah, they all right, child. They all right, child. We love them. We love it here. Tim, of course, allegedly, but everybody else, they just allowed it to be. So that's the man. Listen, y'all. This is all I've ever heard is that she married her brother. Now he looked like he could be a J, and child, that hair need to be attended to. He should be ashamed of himself. All right. I don't know what that is about, but whoo, Lord help your people. So the $30 million venture capital firm run by Rep. Ilhan Omar's husband, Tim Minute, let me stop, has quietly removed the names and bios of its top officers and advisors from its website. Is that even allowed? Can you even do that? This comes as the Minnesota Democrat faces intensifying questions about her family's explosive wealth surge from near bankruptcy to millions. Well, I'll be damned. Amid one of the largest welfare fraud scandals in U.S. history centered in her own district. And y'all down there in Minnesota is just allowing her to stay there. You ain't got nothing to say. Y'all ain't got no protest to do down there. Because ain't Minnesota where is it Mike Brown that got taken on up out of here? Rest in peace to him. Ain't that where that happened at? So, and a couple other people, right? Black Lives Matter was right on down there, and people was like, "Oh my God, you can't do this. Do something. Defund the police. Oh my God, how dare you do this to Black people?" And I'm not making light, and I'm not making fun. Rest in peace to anybody that got taken on up out of here. We specifically talking about, excuse me, body oppressor, right? Y'all can get down there to do a no kings with the quickness. Black Lives Matter only come out here when it's a white oppressor and a Black person. So help me understand where y'all at. Not even just y'all, but everybody else, whoever everybody else might be. Why they not down there saying get the fuck out? Why they not down there saying where the money reside? Why they not down there saying, I know you fucking lying. I want my cut because I paid into these taxes. You got Ilhan. Last time we talked about that heifer sitting up here talking about Somalis suffer too because they work. Bitch, they better work. What are we talking about? So the fuck what? So we should just shut the fuck up because it looks like it's mainly Somalians that did all this shit and allegedly looks like you helped and allegedly it looks like Tim Tom looked the other way. Imagine if that nigga actually became the vice president. I guess this wouldn't even come out actually. This probably wouldn't even have come out unless after Nick is doing his thing. We're going to get to his video and watch it in a second, but I wanted to make sure that we looked at this right here first. But according to a bombshell report from the New York Post, Rose Lake Capital, founded by Minette in 2022. Damn it, it's 3 years. This was founded in 2022. Founded in 2022, y'all. So you became a millionaire in 3 years with a haircut like that? And y'all try and tell me that I guess he's just a genius. I guess you just got to come from out of the country in order to be able to make it. Shout out to all the first millionaires, first year generational millionaires, Rolly, Joy Reid, probably Ricky Smiley, honestly. D.L. Hughley. Because everybody was po, and then everybody that made it. And these are the people that y'all be listening to. All right, cool. Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. The list included high-profile Democrats, like former Obama ambassador to Bahrain, Adam Arali, ex-senator and Obama ambassador to China, Max Baucus, DNC Finance Chair Associate Alex Hoffman, you see a theme here, y'all? Former DNC Treasurer William Darrow, and Keith Mestrick, the ex-CEO of Amalgamated Bank, which he once called the Institutional Bank of the Democratic Party. Something, 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 something don't sound right. They all got something in common. Shout out to Bobby Brown. We got something in common. And Whitney. Rest in peace to Whitney. None of these individuals has been charged with any fraud. However, the timing coincides with federal prosecutors announcing charges against 8 more suspects in the massive Minnesota welfare scam, 6 of whom are of Somali descent. Omar, a prominent member of the far left squad, entered Congress in 2019. 2019? What's that, 6 years? 6 years she then became a millionaire with a net worth between negative 25,000 and negative 65,000. Let's read that again. Omar, a prominent member of the far left squad, entered Congress in 2019 with a net worth between negative 25,000 and negative 65,000. It's not funny, but it's funny. Burdened by student loans and car debt with no assets to her name. Fast forward to 2024, and her financial disclosures show assets ballooning to between 6 million and 30 million. How did this happen so quickly? And what role, if any, do connections to the $9 billion Minnesota welfare fraud play? So nobody got any questions about none of that? So nobody got no questions about none of that? That's just normal. You don't know. And nobody's been outraged until this young man decided to do this damn expose, we shall call it. Y'all's just ready to allow that shit to go. But every fucking toe that Donald Trump moves, y'all are on his ass like dumb asses. I don't know why y'all so fucking focused on that man. Now, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be watching and he shouldn't be held accountable. But y'all, you try to tell me when I say that the people that are around you, your local government officials, actually have more effect on you than what the fuck Donald Trump do? Y'all sitting up here focusing on everything that nigga does and ain't got shit to say about this this Minnesota shit. You just gonna let Ilhan go? Why? Because she a woman? Because she's a black or brown woman? Because Tim Tom is a Democrat? Because Tim Tom was down with Cam. Fuck that bitch too, okay? The scandal revolves around the theft of billions from government-funded children's meal programs during the C-19 pandemic. Nearly 90 people have been charged so far, including at least 3 with direct ties to Omar, though she herself has not been implicated or charged. I'm implicating, child. It's implied already. Fraudsters allegedly claim millions of phantom meals that were never served, pocketing subsidies meant for hungry kids. I want to know what the hell it is that they got going on in a state like New York. Because you're trying to tell me that the amount of children that they need to feed in Minnesota is more than the amount of children that they need to feed in New York? Child, I'm getting confused. You're telling me that the amount of kids that they need to feed in Minnesota are more than the amount of kids that they need to feed in New York. That's what I'm trying to say. Compare them numbers. I want somebody to compare them numbers, and not y'all. I mean, if you can do it, do it. But I'm just thinking, like, can somebody do that comparison? Because, child, this sounds crazy. I'm feeling like they need more. They would need more in a state like New York than they would in Minnesota. Thank you, Will Quill. Yeah, let's ask AI, child. They got more answers than the fucking people in damn Minnesota. One key figure, Sam Ahmed, said, co-owner of Safari Restaurant in Minneapolis. Child, who going to the Safari Restaurant? That don't even sound like a child. It sounds like they probably serve camel. I don't want that. Was convicted in August of stealing over 12 million by fabricating 3.9 million meals. So if he was convicted and he frauded 12 million, so y'all just gonna let the other millions just go? Said's restaurant, or Syed's restaurant, hosted Omar's 2018 victory party, and a resurfaced 2020 video shows Omar praising the program there, saying in Somali, every day Safari provides 2,300 meals to children and their families while handing out food toys. Another convicted fraudster, Guhad Hashi, said, Saeed worked on Omar's 2018 and 2020 campaigns. So one fraudster and another fraudster work with Ilhan, but everybody want to act like she allegedly ain't got shit to do with shit. Child, if y'all don't miss me with that bullshit. Oh, George Floyd was in Minnesota. Okay, my bad. And St. Louis is in Missouri. Okay, thank you for confirming that. All right. This criminal down with her, that criminal down with her, and nobody got nothing to say. Okay. Anyway.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
We do not care.